What's going on, guys? Today I'm going to be doing a tutorial for beginners on how to make a beginner beat and how to just get yourself some bounce if you've never used FL Studio before. So pretty much I'm going to be using this loop here from Who's Weiler. He said I can give it to you guys, and I'm going to show you how to pretty much how to make a beat and how to get your loops, on key and on beat. So pretty much with his loops that I really like, you can go hit him up on Instagram to get them. They're free. Is that he puts the key that they're in. So on most of your loops, you're going to have to do this here. So first and foremost, we're going to put it to 96 BPM because that's what the loop says. It says it's 96, so we put it to 96. And here in the beginning, I don't know if you can see, but there's a little bit that there's no sound. I'm going to cut that. And then go to this side on the end and get my cutting tool, and you can right click when you do it and drag, and it'll cut the shorter side, and then just put it to there. And what we just did there, and turn this off too, just by double clicking it and turn off load regions. Just turn that off. So what we just did, cutting it and all this, was so you hear it loops nice from the end to the beginning. So that's what we just did there. And then next we're going to want to get our pattern 1. You just got to click over here on your little keyboard looking logo here and just click pattern 1 and just drag it in and make it 4 bars long. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And once we have it like this, you can click the paintbrush at the top, click it, and then just drag like this to the side, and it will just go like that. So now that we have our patterns where we want them and as long as we want them, we're going to double click it, and here it might be on audio, it might be on all. Just put it on unsorted so it will just have your drums. And the drums I'm using here, I'm going to leave a link in the description so you can download this drum kit and have the same sounds that I use. I'm also going to leave the FLP in the description. I'm going to just use stock sounds, so you guys are going to be able to open it up and have the exact same things that I got here. I'm going to leave all the links in the description. I'm just trying to make it, so everybody during this quarantine can make some beats. So what we have here in our channel rack is right here. This is 1 bar. So we need to have 4 of these. So as you can see, it's 2 grays and 2 reds. So 2 grays, 2 reds. So that's 2 bars. 2 grays, 2 reds, 3 bars. Grays, 2 reds, 4 bars. So this is how long we need our thing to our beat to go to. And as you can see, when I put it in, it's the last bar of our pattern here. And if I were to put it farther than this, you see you cannot see it. It's because it's longer and it's going longer than we need. So we only need it to be 4 bars long. And you can make a longer one, but just for this video, I'm going to use 4 bars. I'm going to be taking it nice and slow so you guys can follow along, and I'm going to be giving some tips on how to create some bounce. So this is going to be a little bit longer of a video, and if you already know how to do these things, maybe this video is not for you. But okay, so first and foremost, when I do my hi-hats, I like to right click and do fill each 2 steps, so it fills up our whole pattern. And when you do this, yours might be only this first part, and you do it won't fill up the whole thing. That's why we counted it out and made our box here as big as we need for what we're going to be using. And you can just click over here at the end and then right click and fill each 2 steps in. And it will add us our hi-hats. And this is a very good way to get some bounce. And I'm going to go into the hi-hats here, and in order to open up, in order to open up what I just opened there, you right click and click piano roll, and it will just open up like this. And now we're going to zoom in here, and in the top left, you're going to see this little magnet. You're going to want to click that and put it onto 1/6 beat. This is a very common trap style time signature. And here we're actually going to be doing something a little different. So I know we just put these in, but we're actually going to take these out and just leave these first 3, because we're going to push Control A and then keep holding Control, push Alt, and scroll up with your mouse and we're gonna raise the velocities of all our notes here, and then we're gonna lower down this middle one. And now we've created a little bounce already just in the 2-step hi-hats. And with this, I'm going to just left click and drag, and it's gonna highlight these notes here, and I'm gonna push Control B, and you see it's gonna keep moving them over like this. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, so we actually don't need these ones. I went one too far. But the one thing that's gonna happen is it's gonna make an extra one right here in the beginning. You're just gonna want to delete that, and now you'll be okay. So as you can see, we've created ourselves some bounce now, just with the simple hi-hats. And now we're gonna go ahead and add some hi-hat rolls. And a great way to just get some bounce is, just take a hi-hat out and just try to listen, like tch, tch. So I know that right here I'm gonna want to add some of these. And instead of this one going again, we're gonna let it breathe a little bit right here. Da-na-na-na. So the rapper or whoever's getting this beat can have a little time. And just try to create a flow in your own head, because you don't want to have too much going on to the point where a rapper can't spit on it. And then right here I can hear I want to put a little triplet like that. So let's hear what we have so far. We have our bounce in the beginning, and even right here I think we can add some low hitting notes to go like this, and we're gonna highlight them and just make them a lower velocity. And actually I think I put them in the wrong spots here, so we're just gonna move them over to like this. And you see now we're adding ourselves a little bit of bounce with these lower hi-hats over here. And right here, if you can hear it, like, the beat wants to stop. Instead of having this hitting again here, I'm gonna remove this hi-hat. And I think I'm gonna remove this hi-hat here. And this is and I think we should add one here just to keep the flow going into the next bar. And I'm gonna remove a hi-hat here in the beginning, and we're gonna try and do a downward roll, so it kind of rolls downwards in our headphones, as you can hear. And now I'm hearing it needs to breathe right here again. It's hitting too much. It's hitting too many times. I think right here it needs to breathe again. And we're gonna add ourselves a triplet once more right here, a lower one. Okay. And now that we have what we like here, we're gonna do something a little more advanced. You don't have to do this, but we're gonna push We're gonna push Control and select all the ones that we have up here, and we're gonna push Alt and R, and this is gonna randomize the pan here. Don't put it too much, but it will just give our hi-hats a little bit of bounce. Okay. And another thing you want to make sure you do is in all your sounds, turn off use loop points. Let me just do them here. Okay. So next step is we're gonna add our clap, and this is where I'm putting them right now. This is how 90% of the songs you're gonna make. If it's over, I'd say 75 BPM, 80 BPM. This is where your claps are gonna go. Okay, so now we got our bounce, you know, it's sounding nice. We're gonna add some perks. Okay, and now right here, you see, if I put it here, it looks like it's gonna be in the same spot, but it's not. So in order to fix this, we gotta right click here and go to the piano roll. And as you can see, let me delete it. It's in the middle of where we want. I'm gonna pick over here, and I actually want to put 2 of them. And now I'm gonna add a little bit of a roll here. Okay. Okay, and I think I'm gonna remove this guy here. Okay, so now the perks, when you add them in, you just kind of just gotta feel it out. And right here, this is a very easy roll I did here. I'll show you again. This is in 6th step. I just added 1 right here on the second note, and then 3. And it's just like da, 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 da. And it gives a nice little bounce right there. And now we're gonna go ahead and add our snares. And the snares, you gotta just kind of, let me hear here where I gotta put it. I think right here at the end of that, I think is where I wanted to put them. So I'm gonna right click and open the piano roll. Oh, I skipped forward. Okay. I think right here at the end. Okay, so we have a problem here. I have 1 hi-hat, this guy hitting. So I just removed that hi-hat that I did not like. And you can also just open the piano roll by clicking in here, and it will open it. Okay. I'm gonna add 1 here right before. And I think I'm actually going to add this in a little roll itself. I think this is it for our snare. Let me see here. Actually, I'm gonna add a different sound there at the end. Oh, not that. Okay. Now we're gonna go ahead and add ourselves some open hats. And with the open hats, it's kind of, you use them to make an emphasis on certain parts. So and I'm gonna go again into the piano roll, and I want to add 1 where we added the perk before, right here. And I'm gonna actually add 1 more one more sound in here. I'm gonna be adding this drum kit in the description so you guys can use it too. What am I looking for here? Oh. Okay. See, this hi-hat is a little bit long for me. I want it a little shorter, so I'm just gonna change the out here. And I'm just gonna make it a little shorter. Okay, I just removed the hi-hat here because I felt that the open hat added enough bounce to carry it through. And now we're gonna get into everybody's favorite part. And I'm sorry if this is a little bit longer of a video, but I'm just trying to be as thorough as I can. I'm gonna add the scale here. It says it is in E minor, so I'm gonna add here. I got some scales. Put E minor. I'm gonna add this scale in the download as well, so you guys can follow along. And I'm gonna go ahead and open my 808's piano roll. And first things first, actually, before I even add any 808 notes, I'm going to want to tune my 808. And if you don't know how to do that, you can right click, edit in audio editor, click this little flag type thing here, and go to detect pitch regions, and you'll see it hits here on B. So I know that this is in B, and I'm gonna go here C, and then this would be B, because B, C, D, E, F, G, you know. We're gonna also click cut self, and as well with going into here, we're gonna put our attack all the way down, hold all the way up, decay down, sustain down, but we're gonna increase the release a little bit. And the reason for this is because I want a little like I don't want it to just stop right away, you know. I want a little I like that. That's what I'm trying to achieve with this 808 and this beat. You know, you don't have to do that every time, but that's how I'm gonna do it this beat. But you do have to tune your 808 every time. So I'm gonna add it in, and I like to do my 808s full velocity. Call me crazy, but okay. So I'm gonna do them up here. Let's hear, and I'm gonna cut this because that's annoying. Okay. Okay, so I'm ready. Okay, so now we're gonna go ahead and bring this 808 down. And actually, I think I'm gonna use a different 808. This is from a free drum kit you could download. This is the one I'm gonna use. You can download this drum kit on Producer Grind website. I'm gonna add just this 808 into the file as well, so that you guys can do it. I'm gonna go ahead and tune this 808. Detect pitch regions. Yeah, this is also in B. Okay, so now that we got that going nice, I'm gonna go ahead and add my kick in. You can do a whole different pattern for your kick, but I'm just going to click copy, right click, copy, go to my kick, and click paste, and now I'm gonna have the same pattern on my kick and my 808. But the one thing with your kicks, you want to make them all in the C5, like in the scale. Okay, so now we have all our sounds, and I'm gonna go ahead and select them, accept that. Let me go ahead, select them all, and I'm going to right click and route selected channels starting from this track. And now I've got everything separated, and inside of this this drum kit I'm gonna give you, I got some mixing presets that you can just drag right on. Take the reverb down a little bit. Pan it to the left a bit. And these mixer presets are in the drum kit I'm going to give you, so it's very easy. You guys don't need to do much mixing. You can just straight add them on. And I'm going to see how this 808 sounds with the... Yeah, okay, I'm going to add the kick. And one thing I'm going to do here is take a little bit more low end out, and I'm going to boost it. So if you're watching the video, you see what I did here to make the kick and 808 hit. I'm going to raise the soft clipper a bit. Okay, I'm gonna add for the snare and the perk. You could put for the perks, you just put the snare one on the perk. Maybe just change the panning. Okay, and now we're going to get our melody here, and we're gonna put it into track number 1. We're gonna add our melody thing. And our master channel mixer. So in my opinion, I like to mix all of my sounds at the same time when I have them all playing, and then I'm going to arrange my beat. So if you want to see the beat arrangement, it's going to be coming. Just mixing everything. See that mixer, the one on the master, really boosts everything. Okay, so now we have all our sounds mixed. I'm going to be doing the beat arrangement, and in order to do this, I'm going to go back to the little pattern area here, right click and do split by channel. We're going to delete all of that, and we're going to click on from our bottom sound to the top one, not with the sample, with the with the scale that we added in, and I'm gonna have them in here, bring them right to the beginning. So let me show you what I did here. I just click the bottom one, click shift, and then click the top one and drag it into the start, and it's gonna be red like this. When it's red, that's good, and you gotta just zoom in, make sure they're all going right to the end. It's okay if they don't, all of them, but make sure that at least one of them goes to the end here, and you can push Control B and just bring it across our whole beat here. And I'm gonna delete this for the intro, and we're gonna see what we want to add here. Maybe we'll start with the hi-hats. Okay, I think right here I'm gonna take out the kick, take out our perk and the snare, and just in the beginning right here for our first part, I'm gonna delete this 808. So right here. This is how you create that bounce, in between the bars. And we're gonna do a little something right here in the start. I'm gonna delete this kick, delete these. We're gonna go like this. We're gonna cut this first part, and we're gonna move this guy to here, and we're gonna add this like this. We're gonna push Control B. and you see that gives us a little bit of hesitation, and also some really good bounce right there when it's about to drop again, you know. You're not ready for it, you know. And that just gives a really nice bounce there. Now we're gonna let the kick and stuff come back in. Boom. So right here we have, this is 4 bars, 4 bars, 4 bars, 4 bars, 16 bars in total. Wait, 16 bars in total. So this is our hook right here that we have, and now we're gonna make a 12-bar verse. So here is where our verse is gonna start. We're gonna go ahead and start it here. So this is bar one, the first 4 bars over here. So coming out of our hook here, I think we're just gonna have kick only. Then we're gonna add in the clap. Okay, and now we have our this is our verse over here, and you know, you could make a whole different pattern for your verse. That's a great way to create bounce and like, you know, some differencing things. And I'm just gonna go ahead and take this and push Control B. Just gonna bring this first part over here again, and we're just gonna extend it. I'm gonna take the loop and I'm going to begin it right here. And yeah, that's pretty much how we're gonna arrange that. I'm gonna go ahead and close this over here, or delete this end part. And now we're gonna go ahead and add a couple effects on all our channels, and I'm gonna show you how to create a little bit more of a bounce. And all these sounds that I'm using and everything you can do with stock FL. If you got gross beat, I'm gonna show you halftime here. Oh shit, let me see here. Sing. I gotta put it here. Okay, so we add some gross beat. And this is on our main channel here that we're doing it. This is how to do some next bounce. I don't know if you guys ever heard, but then I'm gonna also go and search up love filter, fruity love filter, and we're gonna go ahead here and put it on Alt triple, and now we just play around with this. Okay, now we have how we're gonna do that. I'm gonna go here, click create automation clip, and now we got both of these down here. I'm gonna right click and hold shift and drag so that this can't go up and down. You won't fuck up your value. And we're gonna go right here to the start. I'm gonna go with this love filter, go like this. Okay, so right here, if this is up, this means we have the gross beat on right now, as you can hear, and this is making the love filter turn on and off that filter, and that. Okay, so right here we have this first hit. We're gonna put the gross beat all the way up. then we're gonna go ahead and go here and turn it down. See, and this is all about experimenting. Let me see how this sounds. I don't know, it might not sound great. You know, it actually sounds pretty good. And now we're gonna have a little difference between this first part and the last part, because this part I'm gonna keep like this. Because now we've already caught the vibe, and this is gonna just keep the listener in tuned with what's going on. So we're gonna continue to drag out these automation clips at the bottom. And now we're going to move over to our verse over here. So this was our hook we were just working on. Now we're going to go to our verse. And right here, when this starts, I think we can add a little gross beat like this going in. It starts going up, you know. I think I'm gonna take out this one here though. I don't like it right there. And also, while we have this the halftime going up here, I'm gonna put the fruity filter going up and down. And I think that's about it. I'm gonna go ahead and right click here on this and click create automation clip. And with this, I'm gonna go ahead to the start, right click on here, click copy value, right click here, and then click paste value. Now we're gonna have a nice slow intro, and the outro here, I'm gonna go ahead, drag this to here, and then put this like this. Here you go. And now we got ourselves a beat. So one other thing you do is you go ahead, get your beat tag. Oh, not do that. Get this. I already know I want to stretch this a little bit. Okay, well, it's because I put it on the master channel. I put that gross beat. Maybe you guys could just put it on the melody. I accidentally put it on the master channel here, so I gotta go here. Track number 14. Yeah, okay. Well, sorry, I was trying to see if I could fix it there, but yeah, this is pretty much how you make the beat for beginners. I'm going to leave all the download links in the description. I hope I wasn't too fast and you guys were able to follow along. Have a good day. I hope this helps somebody. Take care.